Lotus might have just pipped onto that ward, so you can see here Hanwha well aware of this. Now, I don't think you need to over-aggress towards this, just give it, like, it's one dragon, but Willer wants to see if he can steal it.
Chovy hasn't got the push right now, so it's going to be a 4v3. So Cody putting himself in a position. White Lotus not quite got the bullet time just yet. They're going to jump straight in onto Willer. TP going to be committed. That's Chovy getting himself on the other side of this fight. Death going aggressive as they look to try and secure this dragon. It's Solid Snake flashing away, but he falls to the ignite. First blood going up to Hanwha. They trade 1-for-1. Flash. Ackerman in a little bit of trouble. They don't land.
Here's Infinity without that level 6 available, so Hanwha punishing.
Hanwha punishing. Cody in a lot of trouble right now. He is losing a lot of his health bar, not even hitting anything. The fancy feat of Chovy just knowing exactly where he needs to stand, and that's just a great trade there for the Hanwha Life mid laner. As Bugax, he's just getting punished right now. He's just getting pushed back.
Chovy is so difficult to play against in this mid lane. He's at 10 CS lead at 15. His death takes a good chunk of his health bar. In more than half his games. Like a 10 CS lead at 15 is the level 6 from Infinity is where they've really come online, but trying to fight level 4 on your Mumu, this is gonna basically net them the spot lane turret with no sort of response from Infinity, and this is what we haven't seen a huge amount from Hanwha, is basically like using this Renekton in the top side to just be its own thing, cause a bunch of ruckus. They've oftentimes tried to play towards Morgan and get a bunch of bunch of resources put into this Renekton. Instead, they're just like, cool, Renekton's winning anyway, let's just invest in depth on the bottom side and make sure we're winning across the board.
Bugax is so low right now. You might pop the dominance. Yep, there it is. Can he get himself behind the turret though? Morgan in a little bit of trouble. Will get the Q off. Flashes away. Still dies. It's a 1-for-1 and
got their mythic finished, and that's why you try to move in here as Infinity. You're like, we just don't have the item spikes that we need right now to contest this.
Yeah, as well. You have Morgan just hovering towards that bot side before returning to top. So recognizing, look, I can hover, I can be around just in
top side, which is why they're maybe looking for Ackerman.
Oh, they're going to look for Ackerman in the mid lane, but there's the bullet time coming out to stop Chovy for going in for the Shifting Sands and the Emperor's Divide. A lot of things being burnt right now. Flashes, dashes, everything whatsoever. There's the ultimate. Has been tanked up by White Lotus and won't do the full damage. There's going to be the Crescent Guard coming out for Solid Snake as he's going to try and jump in, but now Drowsy going down onto Willer. Can they commit any more to this fight? I don't think they can, but here comes Bugax right off the side with a TP in the middle of it. Bugax versus the world. He's looking for Death, who will get over the wall. They flash in on the Death. Death will fall. That's going to be the first kill of this fight. Now Cody can jump in. It's the Amumu for the Ezreal right now. Willer so close to death, finally will fall down as Morgan finds himself a little bit all alone. Chovy tries to get him away, but he just cannot. And in a strange turn of events, Infinity find the fight, they find the damage, and they find the kills.
It may not have been clean, but it was effective coming through from Infinity. They managed to pick off so many different members of Hanwha. You even got Bugax, who now able to get a couple of kills for himself, will get this Rift Child as well, and you can take about fighting, and this is the fighting that Infinity have now found.
Well, Willer is hovering towards this bot side to make sure that Cody and Solid Snake don't get anything too crazy in their ideas. Cody did pick up 2 kills in that last fight, finished up the Luden's Tempest. They are still behind in gold. Infinity are still playing catch-up, but it's the moments like this that maybe you're going to set up for success. The curse of the stab, bullet time, Death almost go down. Ackerman not quite in there though. Almost falls to the turret. There's going to be the ultimate coming in. Ackerman, oh, just about stays alive, and that's going to be...
And Chovy's pushing in topside. He's poking out Bugax with the range discrepancy, and it'll actually be Hanwha who end up with a tower when all is said and done. So despite the
longer, I imagine, than most anticipated, but Solid Snake just realizing there that the Chovy's not alone.
Yeah, this might be a bit greedy though to burn any summoner spells, and Infinity now get the recess that they need to hold on to this mid lane turret, but Hanwha are not letting up.
They are not, but Hanwha gotta respect. That is still a 2.5 item Zoe with the distance on the paddle star. You get so much. Ackerman goes in. He stops Chovy, and Chovy has been taken out. He gets his Emperor Divide out, but when you're locked in place, there's nothing you can do. Willer forced to flash away, and Hanwha Life are heading for the hills.
And they, in favor of Hanwha, ease some of that pressure, and the gold lead that was ballooning Penguin is slowly starting to turn around.
It's whittling down. It was 4K, then one fight, it was 3K. Now in an extra fight, it's 2K.
Let Azir scale. Let Death come into the picture as well, but as I say, that looks like they're trying once more, but Infinity collapsing.
Infinity are around. They will lose 2, but everyone committing to that try and get that pick, it means that tier 1 in mid definitely gonna fall. Infinity trading up. This is looking like Honda's death cap. There is a TP coming in though. It's gonna be Cody just covering up up that mid lane, but they are waiting to see if they can just catch somebody out. There's an exhaust going down onto Vista. Maybe they're looking for a little bit of a take. White Lotus takes a little bit of a hit, and the TP's going to be committed. That's going to be Chovy coming in. White Lotus has to get himself out. There's the solar flare. Vista is still very tanky. Vista is still very healthy. They land on the death as Solid Snake tries to take him down, but Cody is there, and Hanwha Life punish the overextension. They punish the mistake in Infinity. You got to get out. You got to try and survive. You cannot lose anymore, or they will take everything.
And that is a potential third dragon as well for Hanwha alongside this tower. Bugax trying to clear out the wave, which he will just manage.
Such a tanky Leona. Didn't even have to use flash.
Yeah, I mean, trying to pick off the Leona is never going to be a good shout. And I mean, Hanwha's
winning the side lane, as we can now see an invest into this jungler to try to catch him out. Solid Snake is dead.
Deal with this bot lane turret.
You got to be a little bit careful though. Willer will have to be the sole tank of this. As you can see now, Vista off to the side. They will have the True Shot Barrage land on the three people, so I'll pepper them down. This Baron is not exactly quick. Deft and Vista are the ones keeping him away. And oh my lord, Deft, that is just so disgusting, being able to go that far aggressive, and no, he's going to be able to get the kill.
Yeah, I mean, Deft's feeling himself.
He saw an opportunity that wasn't there, and really getting hard punished right now, as we can see, just pushing forward with the Red Bull Baron power play and getting themselves more and more of these standing turrets.
Yeah, Infinity trying to play off three waves here. Cody was up in that top side, so Hanwha are just like, cool, we have numbers advantage, but we can hard force this with the Baron, and now they're going to start sieging with double cannons here with the Baron buff.
Morgan going to move up towards that mid lane as well, just to try and buff them up, make sure they can keep the pressure on, spread Infinity Esports thin. Infinity are going to look for a pick. It's not really the one they wanted, so they're not going to fully commit to it. They're going to try and maybe get a little bit of poke, but nothing else. Bugax is pushing back Morgan, but that turret is falling, and then the 4v4, Infinity can't hold, and Bugax trying to go for the 1v1 against Rected, but you're against minions right now. He's going to get blocked, and he's not going to be able to do it at all. He's going to have to back himself away because the rest of Hanwha is up. It's coming up from his base.
But look at the health bars on Infinity. They're actually being cut off from their own base as Hanwha now get bot. They're gonna get mid, and it's falling apart for Infinity.
It is, and Morgan's gonna find Bugax. He's not gonna be able to get himself back to base to try and defend, and now they're gonna try and trade each other's lives. They won't be able to get it, but Hanwha Life, they smell blood. They know there's an incredibly low member of Infinity somewhere. They have got the True Shot Barrage, but they're not going to commit it. He will leave with his life with the bases in shambles.
I mean, Hanwha know what the next prize is, right? A minute and a half until the Dragon. They're gonna reset, push in waves, just double down on the vision control that they've already established, that you can see Infinity trying to clear out now, and then either you fight Ocean Soul as Infinity, or you just end up losing it with double minion waves, and also Hanwha just being able to, or sorry, double super minion waves, and Hanwha being able to commit to the top side. The last nail in the coffin starting to fall slowly for Infinity here.
It's a little bit of a hard spot to be in to try and fight out of. You need to try and find Deft. You need to try and find Chovy. They are your two only options for the next team fight. You need to blow them up, and then you have a chance. Then you're given an opportunity to maybe get some more time for your inhibitors. Maybe look to try and push out these side waves, but I don't think Hanwha's going to let you have it. They're just too good at these, these positions to close out.
And I mean, you've kind of lost the moment. Unless you can have Bugax massive ultimate alongside like Ackerman and White Lotus to like annihilate both Chovy and Deft, you're just kind of out of time.
Yeah, they're going to get tier 2 in the top side, so 5 members of Infinity, but you got Chovy and Morgan in the top side. You got the rest of Hanwha hovering in the red side jungle, so you know you are safe to go for this. Deft will get drowsy. Morgan's a little bit isolated away from his team, and they will try and commit onto it. This should be the last fight coming in, so we do get the stuns down. It's double cleanse used as Deft gets himself out. He had himself a QSS, and he had himself a cleanse, so he keeps himself alive. The base is well and truly drawn, hung and quartered as they now look to try and find the last fight. Infinity throwing everything at the wall. They just got this completely separated. They just can't finish off the health bars. They're just so close, but yet so far. White Lotus trying his very best, but it is in fact Bugax who gets himself a double kill, but Deft knows the rest of the team are low. He knows they're going for it. There's the stun, there's the kills. Is it a triple? It's not quite able to happen. Deft keeps himself alive, and while all this is happening, Chovy's ended the game.
Chovy's just chilling. He's like, yeah guys, just keep him busy. I've got this. Gotta finish off this. I mean, Bugax finally will fall to Morgan's hands, as the base will do likewise to Chovy.
It was a valiant last effort from Infinity, but Hanwha Life will get themselves onto the win sheet. They will find themselves a win against the LLA #1 team, as there's the ace coming in. Sniped off to the side. Chovy